What the heck? Caramel.
Get started.
Caramel.
I didn't even see
I appreciate the way Michaela's gotten started. Sunshine. Welcome. Do you have notability yet?
Just wait.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who's got a question for me?
What are two things that connect by force? Not always. Because L and L and north can't go together. Detract.
How do you know?
Because I tried it at my daycare, and then when I tried to put them both ways together, and then they slip apart.
Anybody else have a question? Something different? Isla? Okay. I hear the words attract and detract when we're talking about magnets. All right, show me your screen. Hello. Thank you. Double check if you have a question mark at the end. Come on, guys. Let me see your screen. Nobody put anything about a fridge? Couldn't put one on a fridge? What sticks to a fridge? Ah, Emma. We're on the same wavelength. Come on, guys. I need to see your screens. Let's go.
It's scribed.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you will notice we have someone in our classroom, and I talked to you about this last time. This is Mrs. Weaselman, right? Is that right? Yeah. Mrs. Weaselman, and she will be here every time with us for a long time, for 12 weeks. So, you can talk to her if you'd like to, and she'll be talking to you as well. And then we have the video camera back there. Please do not put your face in front of it, okay? All right. I know you guys have done a lot of paperwork for me, and it was super stressful, okay? We have one more pretest to take. What? But this one, 8 questions, minion theme. So it'll be good.
Okay. Minion theme.
Now, there is one difference. No more bubble sheets, okay? This one, you are actually having to draw and write your answer. There's no multiple choice. If you don't know what something is, take your best guess. Okay, it's a pretest. Do I expect you to know what's on the pretest?
No.
Okay, so just do your best. Okay?
Why do we have a claw?
Why do we have a claw? You'll have to find that out in a moment. When you get your paper, please get a pen and go to your seat and get started right away. You only have 15 minutes to do this, so we're stopping at 20 after. Please put Miss Carilla's name at the top as well.
Oh, I can't mix up how to spell her name.
Just put 5K then. Okay, or 2.
Can we use this as well?
No.
Now, we have different spots. Wait, we have different
clap twice. You can hear me clap 3 times. If you have a stand on your iPad, please set it up so your paper is your own only. And I should no longer hear talking as this is a test. Look in your bins, please, and make sure there's not a pen in there. All right, sunshine. Here, please.
Can we start?
There's like 3 pens.
MandyMach, can we start?
Yes, please start. Sunshine. Right in front of Tristan, honey. That's in where you're sitting.
That's in right.
Emma, did you find your spot?
This pen.
Yes, please write your name.
No, we shouldn't. It's
Just write 5K.
What's the date?
Yeah.
The 15.
15?
Yes.
15.
It's 1.
If you would like for me to read the test to you, you can join me on the carpet.
It's not 11. But it's not. It's the first. It's the 11 or 15. 1.
Time check, 10 minutes.
Can we put it together or can we just write it together?
Time check, 5 minutes.
It's on. For a second.
What variables of the loans change in the next period? Stop your data tape. Finish the other questions. What variables of the loans change in the next period? Up here, this is their experiment. Huh? No, not this one. 5. What variable do the means measure for data in your experiment? Guess is better. Number 6. Explain how the means would make your electromagnet stronger. Pick up more stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, you may want to read through the rest of the questions and see if there's any that you can answer quickly. You have about 2 minutes left. Label the following materials as magnetic Finish up your final thought.
This is circle. So do we, and it's like,
Do whatever. All right, please close up your tests. Make sure your name's on the front. I'm going to come and collect them. If you want to hand them to the edge of the table out here, that would be most helpful. You're going to need your pen still. While you're waiting, nope, you need them still. While you're waiting, please decide who is doing what role today.
I know I'm really
I'll be a materials one.
different now. I don't want to be the guy who comes recorder and
No, I don't. Wait, okay, I can't do
You have about 10 seconds to decide.
that person. You're the one that writes down. No. Yes, you are. I'm not. I already told you.
Huh? 5, 4. Yes, thank you. Rock, paper, scissors solves every problem. If you can hear me, hold up your card. If you can hear me, put your hands on your head. If you can hear me, put your hands on your ears. If you can hear me, show me your card. Okay, put it down in front of you so you remember what you are. And a long time ago, at the beginning of the year, we talked about group norms. A group norm is kind of like the rules. Abby and Kylie, that'll have to be done later. Abby, I need to see your eyes. Group norms are kind of like the rules that we use in our group, and since you have new groups now, we need to make new group norms. So after working with your classmates for the last 4 months, what makes a successful group in Miss Carilla's classroom? What are 4 things that Miss Carilla's class needs in order to be successful? Shay,
Working together.
what does that look like?
Not writing and taking in other people's ideas.
Okay, so listening to others' ideas. And Shay, when we say listening to others' ideas, we don't just mean like listening and being like, oh, but my idea is better, right? You have to actually think about their idea and formulate a response, okay? What's something else that Miss Carilla's class needs in order to be successful in your groups? Abby?
They need a plan.
Oh, yes. A plan is very helpful. Kylie,
They need to learn how to do it.
tell me more.
They need to learn what the thing is, like how to do it, like before the plan comes to what to learn, like new stuff about it.
Are you talking about our engineering design process where you have to learn first? Yes.
And then there's work together, like a team.
What would that sound like if you're working together? If I came over to a group,
Arguing, like let everybody speak.
let everyone speak.
I got another good one.
All right, we need one more.
Something really needed.
Carabal?
Make sure everybody's doing something.
Yes. That's why we have the roles, right? Everyone needs a job. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is, since you have new teams, you are gonna need a new team name, and you're gonna need a new team logo. On your paper.
Please, no.
Oh, wait. On your paper, remember that the crease, Kylie, Stetson, the crease is the top, okay? Your name and your logo go on one side, what goes on the other side?
The
the group norms. You need to write these 4, and then you need to add 1 for your group. Okay, so what does your group specifically need? Look at your group mates, decide what's going to be making us successful. These will be laid on the front. Okay? Freeze. One more thing. You just told me, Carabelle just told me, everyone needs to be doing something. So if Johnny and Michaela are working on the logo and the name, what are these friends going to be doing?
Writing the rules.
We can be writing the norms, so everyone has a job. Okay? Facilitator. You are making sure that these group norms are being followed. Recorder. You can start it off by recording things, but everybody else needs a chance to write too. Okay? Materials manager, please come up and get your paper.
Why? No, he's drawing.
No.
I will.
No, I draw it right up.
You have 10 minutes. Go.
Here, Carabelle. I'll try to do it. No.
Okay, what do we write? Our names.
Listen, remember how I told you last time about that there might be a recorder that would sit and take listen to what you were saying? That's the recorder. It's going to be at your table. Okay? So it's kind of awkward at first, but don't worry. Okay? Just talk normal and yep, you'll get used to it. Miss Wieselman and I had to do it too. Yeah, that's kind of it.
So I'll just set it here, and then give a loud clap so that I can match it up with the video, and then go for it.
So just do what you normally do. Alright, what are you thinking? Okay, well, keep it time check.
Which side do you want it on? It doesn't matter. Okay.
I saw Shay and Austin first, thank you. Let's try that again. Like, constraint checker. One of your constraints is that you need to keep track of your time. We are going to be done at 37 and 9:37, so that's your job. Make sure you're on track. Go back to work.
How long will that
Okay, let's go with that sign.
There's too many signs.
We're gonna have to see.
You can just look at the column.
Okay. Something like that we did that Wait, what kind of logo are we gonna have?
Alright.
Wait, I have an idea for a logo.
What are we thinking here?
Don't we read the rules right here?
The lucky four. Yeah, fun to go.
I like it. Do you have to vote on it?
Are you sure?
You're good? What about Haley?
Instead of fantastic for the what? There can be something to do with the clothes. Yeah. Okay, ready? She's having to write. Yeah. I'm gonna try
What?
You do the try. Guys.
Okay.
Here, I'll check on my team name up here.
No, it's.
Should I have it out?
Yeah. Okay, does everybody have a job right now?
I'm gonna write these things on
Be drawing and
Okay, I'm gonna look.
writing when she's doing that same thing. And remember, you put a title on that. What is it? Don't forget to put a title on your handwriting.
Wait, should I write it big one?
The title is
Okay, so start your
Maybe try to make this size, but a little bigger. Okay. Kayla, do you have like anything you want to bring up?
Okay, I got
We're gonna be thinking of the idea for the
Okay, this is done.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard. We're gonna need this one. Should it have like a table right here?
Did Haley finish the board? Did you put a title on it? Or on the side or on the bottom? You need to make up your fifth one.
Do you have one together?
Don't forget to make up your fifth one.
Teamwork.
It's too late.
And we missed. She messed up on the name.
So which one are you gonna make up? I think we should say everybody gets along. Yeah, that's
This
yes.
is why we make plans.
And then do we just write group
Right, but
No, that's
Here.
Oh yeah, do that, right? Yeah, right. Okay, try to do it on this side, I guess. Right, big.
You do like a torch.
Yeah. How do you spell guys? Right now we need a water. Wait, what do I write again?
Yeah, but we want to be like a shovel deep.
Wait, what do I write? Time turn. Milo, what do I write again?
You have to do it and get that. No, Haley.
Are you gonna color it or should I? Okay, so we gotta do the you want to do the test? No, Mr. Carroll.
Where did mine go?
Okay. I got so we got that one.
And then we have dirt planks. Oh yeah, dirt and wood.
No, I know. I got the three. How easy I'll do it. I can do it. Right here. Yeah, that one.
Then we can like dirt, especially but Carly.
Why did you just take it?
Only the Boston one.
Because your panda is holding a chemistry class.
He's got nothing lower than it. He's wild.
Who's writing the name on there?
I'm writing
Your team name. Right, but who's writing the team name? Could they be doing that right?
What is it?
Okay, Wait, what? Oh my God, John.
Should I write 4 in just word form? Or word or just Here are Blake, I just wrote that. No, but we don't want to flop it. You wanted to get on That's really awesome. I know. This was all like Nora. I had to do it in 10 minutes.
No, that's true. That's true. 10.
Guys, I need to write.
5.
Everybody writes their
And hands up.
I like the different colors together. I know.
If you can hear me clap once. If you can hear me clap twice. If you can hear me clap 3 times. Please take your paper and hang the picture and your logo and your name off the front. The group norms are on the top so you can remember them.
Oh, I think like
Each person needs one of the papers I just sent out.
No namers.
If you stop, don't read it yet. Don't read it.
I'm not reading.
If you can hear me clap once, if you can hear me clap twice. Ladies and gentlemen, sit down. I'm not sure why we're roaming. Every person needs a paper that looks just like mine. We are going to read it out loud. As I'm reading it, I would like for you to highlight anything that you deem important or any words the average 5th grader may have a tricky time with.
But we don't have a highlighter.
You have a pen.
Just outline it with it.
Underliners through them.
Wait, what are we supposed to do?
Galactic Games for Milky Way, Earth orbiting the Sun, 24,365. Dear electrical engineering team, we at Galactic Games are in a terrible situation. We have a clubbing called Steal the Moon, which travels around to various carnivals, parties, stores, and restaurants. However, it has just been revealed, to our dismay, that claw games are rigged. Whether or not this is true of our games does not matter, as people do not want to play any claw games since they don't think they will win. Therefore, we need a new claw so customers will play our games again. We would like to contract you to develop a prototype of an electromagnetic arm that will be used in the game instead of the claw. We will only be replacing the claw in our machines as the components are still in working order. We have a team of mechanical engineers that will scale up the prototype you develop and place it in our games. However, we need for you not only to develop the electromagnetic arm, but also explain to our mechanical engineers how to make the electromagnet and justify your reasoning, as they are responsible for scaling it up and need to make sure they can get all the pieces in the correct place. It is also important that you remember that we want this game to be fair, but also a game of skill, where customers will win some of the time, but not every time. You will receive daily memos from our various engineering teams that are working on this project. The memos will instruct you on your daily tasks. Thank you for your consideration, Orion Nova, President, Galactic Games. All right, ladies and gentlemen, words that the average 5th grader might have a hard time with. Shay.
Electromagnet.
Thank you. Does anybody think they know what an electromagnet is? Let's read around it and see if we can kind of figure out what it is. We're using our context clues. It says, however, we need, well, let's look at the first electromagnet right here. We would like to contract you to develop a prototype of an electromagnetic arm that will be used in the game instead of the claw.
Like something that moves.
Michaela, thank you for raising your hand.
Something that moves, but it's magnetic.
Okay, so something maybe that moves but is also magnetic. All right, so I'm just gonna write the words, the adjectives you said, move, or the noun, the verbs moves, arm. We're not quite sure, but we think that it has something to do with that. So please circle electromagnet and write down the same thing that I am. Another word the average fifth grader might have a hard time with. Kylie.
Rigged. I think it's called rigged.
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 All right, let's use our context clues and see if we can figure out what is rigged. However, it has just been revealed to our dismay that claw games are rigged. So what kind of emotion are we getting from Mr. Nova here? Happy, sad? What is he feeling about
He's
this?
not very angry, kind of.
How do you? Why do you think angry?
Because some people think that they might not win, and then now no one's gonna play their game, so they're kind of getting angry, upset.
Okay, so you took that emotion out of the first. Nobody's wanting to play.
Yeah.
How would he feel about that?
Sad. Like no one's playing my game.
Right? And what does he
Sad
need those
and
people?
disappointed.
Why does he want people to play his games? What does he get?
They want money.
Money. He gets money.
Money.
So
They
he.
also want.
We know that this is not a good thing, that the claw game is rigged. And then he goes on to say, whether or not this is true of our games does not matter, as people don't want to play. So does anybody have a prediction as to what rigged could mean? Tristan? Shay?
It means sometimes that either somebody can beat it really easily, or that you can't win.
So is it fair?
No.
So rigged means not fair.
Unfair.
Okay, so write down not fair. Any other words the average fifth grader might have a tricky time with? DJ, any words in there you were like, what? Scaling up. If you don't know what that means, let's see right here in the third paragraph. Let's read around it and see if we can figure out what we think it means. Just that they, the mechanical engineers, are responsible for scaling it up and need to make sure they get all the pieces in the correct place. So are we going to be creating this arm
Yeah.
that's going to actually go into the machine?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I don't know.
Yes.
Look at this sentence. It says, we will only be replacing the claw in our machines as the other components are still in working order. We have a team of mechanical engineers that will scale up the prototype you develop and place it in our games. So who's actually placing it in the games?
Them. Us.
The mechanical engineers. What kind of engineers are you? Electrical engineers. So the mechanical engineers are going to be scaling it up and putting it in the games. So what do you think scaling up could mean if they're the ones that are actually going to put it in the game? So we're just going to give them the arm and they're going to take it right from us and put it into our claw machine?
Wait, I got it. No, I did not.
Take our arm off and give them this. No.
Okay. Any ideas, Michaela? Johnny? Scaling up? I know what up means.
Building it up?
To go up, to build it up. So you think it's smaller?
Yeah.
And the mechanical engineers are going to make it bigger and then put it into the machine?
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
Making it, yeah, bigger.
Yep. scaling it up means that they're the ones who are going to build it up. Now to go along with that, there was a word in here that started with a P that it talked about was scaling up that I thought was kind of a confusing word.
Prototype.
Emily. Prototype.
Sorry.
Here it is. So are we gonna actually be making the full-size version of the arm?
No, it's gonna be.
It's a test, but it's a smaller test. A small test.
A smaller
Version.
version, and then what they take the
everybody have to
small
do this?
version and put it into a big one. Like they have someone test.
Okay, so I wrote small tester version. It will still work the same. A prototype still works the same. It's just the smaller kind of piece. Okay? Any other words? Shay? Galactic. Anybody know what galactic means?
Like you're a space person.
Yep, galactic is space. I bet that's why Galactic Games has a, well, that's good.
Spaceship.
A spaceship and then a remote controller. And then look at their address. They live at 4 Milky Way, Earth orbiting the sun. I want you to try and figure out where the 4 comes from.
There's 4 Milky Ways.
4 Milky Ways.
I don't know. The 4. There's like there's like.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 5 minutes, you think about that address. Actually, I think it's wrong. Think about the address, but your recorder, raise your hand.
Wait, I'm not.
Recorder. Recorder, you and your group, with guidance from your facilitator, you need to reread this, skim it, and figure out this sentence. Who wants what and why? Who wants what and why? From this letter, who is talking to you and what do they want and why do they want it?
Where do we write it at?
You can write it on the front, you can write it on the back, I don't care, but you must know I will only be looking at the recorder's version. So recorder, make sure you have this down.
Like
Alright, go.
Games. Galactic
Wait, think about
Games
it.
creators and for what? Think about it. Earth orbiting the sun.
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's asking us what they want and why. They want their.
No, but look at. Shush about the address. 4 Milky Way. Right now. What and why? Wants what and why? Because what they
want.
to win.
They want their arm fixed. They want it fixed because it's broken.
Do we have to write all the same thing? Or other recorders like I actually want to draw designs Can you draw this on the Alright, now say it. You don't know what I want to do for the so because they're oh yeah. And I want to do that, but I want to get
Okay.
There's going to be 4 steps in the claw.
Who is your who?
Rabbit. It's going to be in the middle, so here.
You don't have to read this.
So you win every time.
No.
So then they still get more money.
Oh wait, yes, because we talked.
While other people are having.
Because that's
For the answer, you what, why?
I broke the game with
Kind of law, you just want you to.
so who is the they? Okay, that would be a big deal.
Mine's the Bill.
Alright, use your recorder.
People, bosses,
So make sure you write that down. Because the version is messed up. Okay, now, right, Galactic Games is the who. What do they want from the game?
What they want us to make a
So this is a good start. Let's do another one that's just for you. Okay, so Orion, Nova, or Galactic Game wants what for you? And why does he want it? Yeah, but is it the full arm or is it a small version? The prototype, yeah.
See this mug I broke a piece of the controller. Wait, tell me. This mug I broke
Oh, they want it.
It's just a rain
Finish up your thoughts.
Look on the back. Look on the back. They all say you did it. That too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Pens down. Who cares to share their who wants what and why? Austin.
And they need us to develop electromagnetic arm
Okay, and why do they want you to make that new arm?
so that people will play the game.
Right? Why aren't they playing the game right now?
Because it's impossible.
Because it's rigged. Remember that new word we learned? It's rigged. Okay. You should have said to yourself, I hope you said to yourself, how do you know they're rigged, Miss Mom?
I was wondering, like,
How do you know that? And I would say to you, well, I can prove that to you. Please turn over your iPads. Go to Notability. And Sunshine, again, you're going to have to wait this one. And my screen's frozen. There it is. All right. Arrow going into the box. Google Drive. Bless you.
no, I put on the wrong one.
Science, 5th grade.
Fifth grade.
And you're looking for the claw game rigged article.
Okay, I'm in.
Click on it, import the whole thing, it's 2 pages. Okay. When you have this on your screen, show it to me. Okay, show me your screens, show me your screens, show me your screens. Okay, now I could just tell you, put your screens down, I could just tell you you're rigged and expect that you would believe me, but I'm not going to do that to you. This summer, on June 3rd, 2015, check it out right there, it says June 3rd, 2015. This article was published in the newspaper, and it said claw games are rigged. Here's why it's so hard to grab that stuffed animal. What I want you to do is I want you to read this article. You can read it with a friend when I say the magic word. You are going to highlight the proof that they're rigged. That's all I want you to highlight. It's 2 pages. Highlight the proof that they're rigged. It's in there and there's multiple pieces of evidence.
Why are there some rainbow and
And curious. Or you can read it by yourself.
Can you go around the line and read it?
Sure. You got what?
Can we read with a friend or someone at our table?
Either. Tell me.
You want to read with me since you have no
You
one?
did. At where?
Huh? She doesn't have no one.
At where? Oh yeah? I didn't know they had it.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, you need to get
I'm gonna
started.
make it so easy for the kids to do.
Okay,
So,
next
thing is, my kids are gonna be getting iPhone 6s left and right.
I want to call you like 4 times. Okay.
No, they're gonna grab it through the times. Yes. It's gonna hold us down and drop it. One's like spare. It's gonna dig into one cup rope. No. Why? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. No, like, here. Okay, what do we have to highlight? Okay, found the pictures. Just don't grab tightly enough to pick up the stuff in. It's not your imagination. Those claws are rigged. The rigged is surprisingly underway, and not the way most people suspect. The claws programmed to grab tightly only part of the time. Some things are why they don't try to packed from time to time. But the big reason and more serious than that. The claw machines program to have a strong grip only part of the time. This isn't a closed case. It's a publicity available for straight from
The proof that it's rigged.
out there. Open the main door and flash tie to the machine. The machine owners can find and strengthen the target so that only has a strong fraction of the time that people play. The owner can manually adjust the dropping still. That means that on a given number of tries, the call will drop and try that and grab the first delivery. Oh, that would suck. That actually happened to me. One time I was playing the call. Got it right.
Like, stay on topic.
And it dropped.
Get your job done.
The machines also allow the owner to select a desired level of profit and then automatically adjust the cost strength to make sure that players are only winning a limited number of times. This isn't isolated to one call machine or company. This is standard practice. Why would they do that? Just so they not one time I was in a claw machine, so there's only one stuff down. Greedy. The action instructions video shows you'll like to have how often the claw's grip is stronger. The big decision of the machine is how fair or unfair they have to make the game. It could just adjust the machine so that the claw only operates on full power 1 out of every 23 times. That would, in theory, create a profit around 50%. The machine also has ways to ensure this. If a player wins, they win. The machine can wait even longer before sending full power to the claw. That's awesome. You know what? So exactly. The owners also have to be careful since no one wants to play a machine that never seems to work. So they might want to accept less profit in the short term by allowing the claw to be stronger more often, thereby giving the machine a better reputation for the player. However, there's no way to know in the test how strong the claw is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come around with this piece of scrap paper. Please take your pen, write down one piece of evidence that proves that the claw machine is rigged. Write it on this paper. You have about 15 seconds to write it. You're writing right now. You're writing.
Pencil. Can we use the pencil?
Yep. Or crayon, I don't care.
Here.
15 seconds. Rigged, right? That's the definition of rigged.
So what kind of proof do you have?
They say they're just machines.
Okay, take your paper, hold it up in the air. You're going to miss this and it's going to be sad. Take your paper, crumple it up. Stand up. Well, you'll have to wait and see. You have 5 seconds when I say the magic word to have a snowball fight with your classmates. Oh, wait. When I say, stop. When I say freeze, you need to find a piece of paper, because you're going to throw yours. You need to find one, pick it back up, and read it. You ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Oh, you missed.
And find a paper. Open it up, read it.
I have 3.
You have 3. He's got 3. Who doesn't have one?
I got mine.
Okay, quickly. Oh, we're out of time. We're going to do it again. Oh, we're doing my own.
I
You got your own?
I got my kid like 5 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, materials manager, you need to put all